Hi Buyap. Today we're going to do an interview of you that to tell us a little bit about what do you do and what is your profession and what are the things that you are very specialized in, and so that we can share this interview with our Asian Beacon audience.
All right, sure. Let me start at about, let's say, 12 or 10 years ago. Okay, I started in uni. I studied in Utah, studying broadcasting. And then when during my broadcasting years, I have a passion for cameras and designs, creative stuff basically. So then after that, I don't know how, but God gave me a gift that I can draw stuff. During my high school, I can't even draw anything, but after with the advancement of computers and everything, I can draw, create something new. My lecturer basically, she asked me to join this Kanchi Awards. Then I got in. I didn't won, but I got in as a top 10 or something like that. After I graduated, I joined a company in Laoyat called ICT Utopia. I was brought in as a graphic designer.
Yep.
Okay, as a junior designer. Then that time I was doing a lot of clients. One of my big clients are Intel. My company is basically a technology company. They distribute laptops and phones, smartphone gadgets and everything. So when I joined them, I need to design the flyers and everything. That time I was half a year after graduated. When I go in as a junior designer, then I was following this manager, creative manager. We call it creative manager. Then he looked up on me and he see my skills and everything. So he gave me a lot of work. When he give me anything, I just never say no. Just accept everything that he gave me. They got the Intel job, then they pass it to me. As a junior designer, it's a very big project to do for newspaper ads. Like I do for Utusan Malaysia, The Star, and Sinju.
Okay.
Three of them. Intel is a big one. So I handle it everything my own. My creative manager, he don't really guide me, but with the grace of God, I know how. I know how. It somehow give me ideas how to do it and everything. I got it done. Then my creative manager, they saw like I'm very hardworking and everything with my skills and everything. They sent me, uh, asked me to run a small business.
Wow.
Okay, they asked me to run a small business, which they open up a booth outside the office, doing printing name cards and T-shirts and mugs and all those merchandise, printed merchandise. So when this printed merchandise came out, they asked me, "Oh, can you run a business? Why don't you try it? Why not you try it?" Okay, I try to learn. That's where I learned how to run business. When I run business, I got a few clients that is there's one comic company that they draw comics. They approached me. So when I got them, now he is my friend. He is my friend. So when he got his contact and everything, he every week basically I have shirt printed for him. Basically every week. Then after that, within a year, I was promoted.
Wow.
That is very quick lah for I think people my age. That time I was only 22, I believe. So my company, uh, they also kind of upgraded. They become a listed company.
Oh.
Okay, they became a listed company. Then I was handling the listed company projects. So they come up with a new sort of app and wallet thingy. Okay, I was handling that. Then I feel very good lah. You know, when very satisfied, as in your design is spread all over KL. Yeah, when I designed the flyers, I designed the app, the interface, and everything. So my design was spread all over KL. The project not working very well. Not working very well because one of the project director he left. Then our whole team is retrenched. I leave the company. Then I joined this. I think it's called Aesthetic. They sell machines for doctors that make aesthetic, like skin problem, all that. So when during my Laoyat days, I get to know this guy. We are shooting for casual shooting for an event. So I talked to him. He talked to me. Then apparently he worked in that company. Then he bring me in to that company. I don't even go through interviews. The boss is from Singapore, so he came down to Malaysia and have a look. Then he just talked to me. Morning, I went to the boss house. Then he said, "Why not you start? You start like a few days later." So that time I already started. Then I don't have to go office. I just work from home. So every day I just Skype to Singapore. That time I was handling 4 countries design. So basically Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Vietnam. For 3 months I'm working with them in my own home. So I was hired as a senior designer, same position as last time. So the salary was way higher than the previous one. After that, when the Malaysian HQ is done, not really sure renovating or reconstructing in the human resource thingy. I go in their office. Then after that, when I go in the office, there are a lot of politics inside. The people inside, they kind of backstab me. I tell myself, this is not the way. So I left the company. So even the boss like, I know you're young, you can go anywhere as you like, but if you feel like you don't want to stay here, I don't force you. You can come back anytime, or we can give you a part-time design and anything. Because the boss and the marketing manager in Singapore, the HQ, they like my ideas and creative ideas lah. Then this is the end of the second job. I was jobless for a few months, not really a lot, but 1 or 2. Then it happened when my dad called me. I said, "Hey, your cousin is in KL. He's opening up a t-shirt printing shop. It's a wholesale. He want to do wholesale printing and selling wholesale to all those night markets." And I said, "Okay." Then my cousin called me up. He said, "I heard you know design. Can you do design for me? Or let's build it together lah." After I joined my cousin doing this shop in Kenanga, so I run the business from 500 square feet, I think 450 square feet of small shop, which is at the back of Kenanga. Kenanga, they got the golden lane or something like that, the front lane and the back lane. We are at the back one. From there, within a year, we moved from the back shop to the front shop, which is more customer flow. Even MyFM is very interested in our business. So they came over and had a small show, like something like apprentice thingy. I not really remember what's the MyFM show thing. So our shop is on MyFM lah. And then after that, I kind of quit with my cousin because I have to handle everything. It's very stressful. One thing about is my cousin don't understand Christian and church thingy. So every Sunday I go church. Every Sunday is a weekend in KL. So when I late for work, he's not happy with it. He scold me and everything. He asked me to leave. Okay, never mind. You're still my cousin. I respect what your decision is. Wish you all the best lah. At the same time, he already trained up so-called designers, okay, to make simple designs. But my design is all original. I know a lot of people came up with the trend, but in Kenanga, I came up with the trend, I am, then put your name. So when I came out with the trend, a lot of people came and buy. We are selling like every day easily 100 t-shirts, easily. Left that one, I started my own t-shirt business. It's not doing well. I got a big client is Legoland. They asked me to print their corporate tee, but I'm working alone, so cannot really handle those kind of pressure lah.
Yeah.
So business is getting bad because I cannot handle alone. So I stopped the thing. Then I came back to other stuff for a break for a few months. Then after that, a French guy, my boss, the last job that I had, I've been shooting for him in a restaurant and clubs. Usually he do businesses. He do like those events for big companies, like their company dinner and everything. I've been shooting for him for 7 years, part-time. So one day he called me up. Okay, sometimes you never know who will call you up, so you just have to pray. Prayer is a very powerful weapon, I would say. When you pray, then suddenly this Frenchman, he called me up. He said, "Hey, are you interested in joining me? When can you start?" I said, "Okay, I'll go down to KL and have a look first. Have a look, see what's you're offering me." Then he's offering me a lot. He asked me to do the job position. It totally doesn't exist in his company yet until I came in. I don't know what is that called anymore, communication something. So my job scope is I have to do Facebook. I alone, I can shoot, photography, designs, and I can do
Social media.
social media. Yeah, these three. So I do three things lah for one price. He's very happy. But one thing I have to shoot every night. Sometimes big events like we shoot for Miss Malaysia Universe, the pre-party. I do a lot of social media. I met a lot of DJs, our performers. He asked me to try to handle one first. He got basically 6 or 8. He asked me to handle one first. So I take the photograph of it. I do as basic as possible. So you need to let people know, educate as in educate lah. You educate people what is your place gonna be, what are you serving in the club and everything. The DJ saw like, hey, I'm doing this. Wow, this is something different. So the DJ, sooner or later, I promote the DJs. Last time, maybe they don't have the knowledge of social media. They don't really promote. Sometimes the DJ have to do it themselves. And DJs, they don't have this kind of knowledge as well. So I help them to promote. Then sometimes I shoot for free because the DJ is also my friend. So I shoot for free, get a very nice shot, and help them to build this kind of thing lah. For that club, right? Usually I ask around. The operation manager said the restaurant and clubs is making like, I think 8,000 per night. Per night 8,000 is not a really good sales.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for a place this big, it's in Track KL. So after two months, I still remember once my operation very happy and the DJs come and even the workers, everyone come and thank me. Everyone saw your design. Everyone saw what you're doing in the social media. You know how much is tonight sale? He said, tonight sale is 30,000 and it never stopped. They said the 30,000 sales never stop. Every night get 5 digits. So boss is happy. Then but this one, this kind of job I have to shoot at night. Then afternoon I have to go office, design and everything. So the job load is killing me lah, slowly lah, because getting very tired, very pressure. Then even that time my friend come and visit me, go for a chit chat. He said, bro, what happened to you? You look pale. He said, you look pale and your hair is white. What happened to you? After that, I tried to leave the company. The first time, I give my resignation letter. Then the boss said, why not you stay for a while? Then, okay, I'll stay until the end of the year. Okay, after New Year's Eve, I give in another resignation letter. I said I'm leaving. I give to the HR straight away because the boss is not around. He's back in France. When he came back from France, he called me. The boss don't want to let me go, but I really left to Alostar. That's the second time I go back to Alostar.
Were you not well at that time?
I was always tired. That time I couldn't really eat because I think my stomach is getting bad. Whatever I eat, I don't feel a taste. No satisfaction of eating. When you eat, you need satisfaction, correct or not? Then you couldn't sleep. Okay, we call this in Cantonese called 精神感中. It's like what anxiety or something like that.
Yeah.
So you will feel like, okay, tomorrow I need to do what? Then suddenly have a small noise, right? You wake up. It's like, hey, I need to go and work.
Very stressful.
Very stressful. This is what is happening to me for the few years lah. Tomorrow wake up, okay, now I need to go through jam to go to work. There are deadlines to meet. Then you have their criteria to meet in your design. A little bit of story is the Intel one. Well, we know designers, we tend to amend a lot of stuff. The first draft is always, they don't accept. The client usually won't accept. My Intel amendments, that one, over 30 times.
Wow.
When sent to newspaper, I even got scolded because newspaper sizes for the design is not A4 or A3. They count by columns.
Yes.
That is something new that I didn't know. When usually in uni they don't teach you all this. Yeah, you have to find out yourself. I think not really news agency, the middleman of the news agency that they send to print, the printer they call me. Are you sure you designer? What kind of designer? You don't even know the size. They scold me. I said, I just started this company for 2 months, so I don't really know. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me send you the size, the exact CM and everything. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I follow. I have to go back to work at Sunday.
Hmm.
I'm alone in the office because they need to publish it at Monday.
Yeah.
They need to
When the
publish at
size
Monday.
is wrong,
Then
then
if the
you'll
size
tell
is
them.
wrong, then they cannot publish. Sunday is my off day. Then I go out with my friends. But this call, I have to leave my friend and go back to the office and work.
It happens all the time. I also
Yeah.
come from the media
Ah.
media industry, so deadlines means deadline.
Yeah, deadline.
Yeah.
That's why the deadline is slowly making me like, this is not the way I want it.
Yeah. Burnout,
Huh?
a bit burnout.
Yeah, a bit burnout. Then you're tired every day. You don't have much enjoy life lah, basically.
So you were from Alosta,
Mm.
and then you went to KL.
Mm.
Were you like live by yourself?
Yeah, I live by myself alone.
Wow.
Basically alone.
So
Then
basically, in the city, you just work, sleep, work, sleep,
work,
here.
sleep. Yeah, that's
Even
about it.
Saturday, Sunday, you also work, sleep.
Work, sleep lah. Sometimes Sunday you go to church, then that's it lah. And you go to church, you meet some few people, then sometimes you lepak with friends. Basically that's about it. Then basically like that lah. I would say no life lah.
Tell me a little bit about the turning point where you call it, you call it like, okay, I have enough. What was the decisions that to say that, okay, enough, I want to quit, I want to go back to Alosta.
Okay, the decision is when the second going back to KL, when I work with a French guy. When I go back, a lot of things happen to me. Okay, a lot of things happen to me. As in, I've been driving my car for almost 10 years in KL. I never had an accident. But that time, I know it's a setup lah. How I know it's a setup? Because the floor is totally slippery. Okay, it's totally slippery. You can't even brake. When I didn't brake, I managed to brake, but the car behind hit me because the whole stretch is oil. They put oil on the floor, on the road lah.
Where? Highway?
Yeah, it's somewhere near Seputeh.
Right.
Then how I know it's a setup because when I accident, less than 2 minutes,
The tow truck.
the tow truck is there. How can be that so fast? How can be that fast? Because it's totally impossible. Correct or not? It's totally impossible that I don't even go to the back and see what happened to my car yet. And then the tow truck is like, hey, you accident, right? We are tow truck services. Huh? That is quick. You are very fast. It's like you predict, okay? Then I know already. Okay, accident. Maybe it's a sign lah for me to go back. Then that always my mom's like, oh, are you doing okay over there? Then you should come back. You do your own thing, okay? Because your brother is doing this. Then more relaxed life lah, more relaxed life. I said, okay, KL is more opportunity for me. So I think I can earn more here instead of sitting at home.
Do you mind to share with us how much money were you paid your last job in KL?
I would say the basic is about 4 or 5.
Okay.
I don't even remember. I think so. 4 or 5. Then the basic. Then they give my boss gave me parking allowance and food allowance. Yeah, in their shop for a few hundreds. And with my side income, sometimes I photograph for, let's say I shoot for one birthday parties, they paying me like 500 to 600. Every week there's at least one. So every week you get an extra of 2K. So total up you got 8K, 8,000 per month, and you're living alone with no girlfriend. 8,000. Then that is average lah. Oh yeah, I got big jobs like Genting. Genting, they pay you 4 figures.
Right.
They pay you 4 figures before you go up for the shoot. Then after the shoot, they give you 4 figures again. They need another half.
Right.
Yeah, they give you like a lot. Then Microsoft, immediately they give you. Microsoft, I shot for Microsoft events. Microsoft, when Nokia take over, when Microsoft take over Nokia that time, that phone, I forgot the name of the phone, Lumia or something like that.
Yeah.
They do a launch in KL. I never met that guy before. he suddenly called me. Hey, we are quite last minute. Can you come and come and shoot or not? I'll pay you high, very high salary lah. I said usually when I shoot for a day is 600, I'll pay you double. Oh, okay. Immediately pack my stuff. Within 1 hour, I reached that event. And shoot because they forgot about photography. They forgot about photographers. So I never met that fellow before, but I don't know how he know my name. I think from friend to friend lah. So he called me up and asked me to go.
Usually it's reputation.
Yeah, reputation lah.
Reputation. People know that you deliver, then they will call you. Okay. Good. So today we will finish here, and then tomorrow probably we will do another session talking about your journey, come back to Alostar, and what are the things that you do. I was told that you are doing quite well right now. So
Okay
tell us a little bit about
Okay lah.
the leaving KL, come back to Alostar, and what are the things that you've been doing.